Hello, welcome to week 6, which is our self-care week. Absolutely. I'm loving this. Love to hear all of the ideas that come up following this. So let's get straight on. We're going to look at tonight or today the self-care plan. So here are your instructions. Let's explore ideas now that will give you some much needed me time. Let's make these easy to do. They don't cost anything or not very much money. But most of all, this is the important bit, it's things that you enjoy. Let's try not to judge ourselves here. This is often what can happen as we use what I call my teenage brain here and call things boring or geeky. So, for example, I love pottering in the garden. In fact, based on this class that I've done a couple of times this week, I have been out to Home Bargains this week and I got myself some new pots and some new plants, and that's something I'm going to look to do over either this weekend, the long week, bank holiday weekend, or the next one, because I love it, and I know if I have things in and they're ready and I look after it until I kind of can get them planted, I get so much joy out of it. So I love pottering in the garden, all kinds of weather, especially I've got a little bit of music on, I've got the boys outside with me as well, the dog's outside, or there's just many times I will just sit and watch the birds outside and listen to them singing. I find nothing more beautiful than watching the robins come down and just fly around and chat and sing. Love it. Now, my younger self would have found both of these things yawn. Boring, why would you want to do that? That's not exciting. But I'm not a teenager anymore and I love doing both of these things. So I decide, yes, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to do them. So get creative. We're going to write down as many ideas that you can. Plus, don't forget, you can keep adding to this at any time. What makes you feel better? Another way of thinking about this is how can you look after yourself? How can you soothe yourself? So that's another way of looking at that. So we're going to start off with the benefits of gratitude. It's been scientifically proven that having gratitude and practicing gratitude helps us in our well-being. So there's many benefits. It improves our physical health, our happiness, resilience. It helps with sleep, self-esteem, our mental health. It increases our empathy and improves relationships. So it's a win-win all round. So what I'd like you to do in a moment is I'm going to get you to pause because what I want you to do is write down all of the things that you are grateful for in your gratitude jar. All of the things that you're thankful for. What is it that's around you? And bring it back to our basics. We often just take things not necessarily for granted. We just have them there. Look at all those things during lockdown that we missed, which we weren't able to do, but now we're allowed to do again. So what are the things that you're really grateful for? So take a moment, press pause, and fill your jar with huge amounts of gratitude. The importance of self-care. Why self-care is not selfish. There is not a day goes by that I don't hear, but I can't, what will other people say? Or, well, I just don't have the time. We are often at the bottom of a very long list of to-dos that neglect the fact that we also need time to rest and a little TLC. It's by no accident that on an aircraft they always say, in an emergency, put your own air mask on before helping anyone else. As if you have no oxygen, how can you help anyone else? Yet that is what most of us try to do each day. We dash around making sure everyone else is okay, while silently wondering why nobody else is. Asking, can't they see I'm exhausted? This is where you need to take a little bit of control back and realise you cannot keep giving from an empty cup. So in this section, we're going to look at the ways you can find that small amount of time, as often as possible, where you can have some you time, some me time. It's about things that work in your world. I can give you lots of examples. And if you think to yourself, well, I don't fancy that, that's good. But what do you fancy doing? These need to be things that are easy and don't cost very much or don't take up a huge amount of time. Often going back to what we did when we were younger helps us as something as simple as listening to music or meeting with a good friend for a catch-up. This exercise is designed for you to start getting some of these ideas down on paper. So that I've compared this before now. It's a bit like having an app open on your phone. If it's open, it's constantly draining your power. How do you recharge yourself like you would recharge your phone or something that is important to you? So we're going to look at your emotional cup. It's a fact that no one can pour from an empty cup, which we often try to do. To fill your cup means that you need to you need to top up your mental, emotional or physical energy so that you don't burn out. The important thing is to recognise that your cup is draining before trying to operate on empty. Life may be so busy, but you can't take care of everyone else if you're not taking care of yourself first. So grab a cup of tea and spend some time thinking about the actions you need to keep your soul happy. So what fills your cup? Who or what drains your cup? What tasks do you have to do that drain your cup? And how do I know when my cup is almost empty? So press pause for a moment and take time to fill those in. Some of the things that I've been given as examples I wanted to share with you. And feel free at any point to add these to what you enjoy, how you fill your cup up, your self-care routine, or a little bit of structure for yourself there. Some of the things I enjoy doing is social media. I love going on, flicking through on TikTok. I've got very good boundaries, so I only end up looking and seeing things that fill my cup up and make my soul happy. It could be reading, calling a friend, going for a drive. I do enjoy going for a drive, going somewhere where I can go and get a drive-through cup of tea and going somewhere, or a cold drink, going on a day trip, going for a walk, planning on what I'm going to eat, and especially if I'm eating healthier, cooking. Cooking's a fabulous way to refill your cup. Getting plenty of rest. Rest, feet up, sleep, snooze, meditation. I love going getting my nails done. I love having my hair done. That to me is a little bit of me time. I take my Kindle with me, and it's just an hour or so where I can just switch off from the world. Having a good cuddle with the dogs. So cuddling a pet. Getting a hug. Crochet. So any kind of crochet, crafts, knitting, drawing, colouring in. Listening to music. Decluttering. That helps your soul, absolutely. Start one drawer at a time. Don't think I've got the whole wardrobe to do. Just start with the end, 3 or 4 things that are hanging up. What are you going to do with them? And then once you start, you do tend to carry on. Or do it, close the door, leave it for a while and then start again. Some time alone, that absolutely fills me up. And I know for other people, that's meeting other people. So again, this is about what works for you. Again, I love a bath. I love sitting. You've got the whole smell of the bubble, of the scent that you've put in there. You've got the bubbles, you've got the warmth of the water. I know some people can't or don't like baths. They prefer a nice warm shower or a cold shower. So what is it that really will help you to filling your cup back up? And when can you do it? That's just as importantly, can you have a pamper night to yourself? Can you get some face masks in, or some masks for your feet and your hands? What can you do that shows you and your body and your mind that you're putting yourself at the top of that list? And then lastly, I love this, my self-care slip. Often we know what we want to do, but we say we don't have time. So today, I'm loving this, my self-care slip. Today what do you want to do today? Today I have permission to. So a couple of weeks back, I was really feeling like my cup was empty. I was really struggling, a lot going on, energy-wise, as well as kind of what was going on around me. So I gave myself permission to have a full day off and I went to the spa. Because today I want to rest. I want to just sleep. I want to read. I just want to think about nothing. Today what is it that you need? Do you need a day off social media? Do you need a day where actually the phone goes down? Do you need a day where actually you go and meet friends? What is it that today I need? And what is your self-care to yourself? And that is our catch-up for self-care. Let me know if you've got any questions, but please make this a priority to yourself. Put things in diaries, get bits and pieces in, so you've always got them. I've always got bits and pieces in the bathroom and around me, things that bring me joy. It might be I buy myself a lovely new notebook so that I'm able to capture those thoughts and those feelings. It could be I want to get things out of my head down there, but it's a really pretty one, so I want to use it. So what are the things that help you to make sure that you are looking after you? Any questions, please just ask.